I've always been into sort of salvage hunting. When I was a child, there was some old sheds in the village where I was brought up.
Drew Pritchard, once regarded as one of Britain's most gifted antique dealers, built an enviable career fueled by his sharp eye for treasures and an undeniable passion for history. He had it all: wealth, fame, a hit television show, and a seemingly perfect family life. "I prefer to see everything firsthand," he often remarked. "Photographs can be deceiving, you can't stick your head under an item in a picture to truly examine it." However, life is rarely as glamorous as it appears. Behind the success and excitement of his thriving career lurked hidden shadows, personal turmoil, a scandal that tainted his reputation, and a heartbreaking tragedy that altered his life forever. Once celebrated as a master treasure hunter, Drew eventually found himself shunned by his own hometown. But what truly happened to the man who once had the Midas touch? Born in June 1970 in Conway, a quaint North Welsh town where history whispers from ancient stone walls and winding streets, Drew grew up surrounded by relics of the past. For a child blessed with a vivid imagination, his hometown was more than just a place to live, it was a vast treasure trove of forgotten stories waiting to be uncovered. Unlike most children who found joy in football, toy cars, or video games, Drew was captivated by objects worn by time. He would press his face against antique shop windows, mesmerized by dust-covered artifacts. Who had owned these items? Where had they traveled? What stories had they silently witnessed? To him, every faded painting, scratched wooden table, and tarnished oil lamp was not just an object but a time capsule, a witness to history. His passion for antiques wasn't random, it ran in the family. Drew's father was a freelance sign painter, a profession that required patience, precision, and an artistic touch. As a restless but observant boy, Drew spent hours watching his father at work, mesmerized by every delicate brushstroke and the meticulous attention to detail. But what truly fascinated him were the conversations his father had with local antique dealers, seasoned traders who had spent their lives unearthing forgotten treasures from flea markets, abandoned estates, and dusty attics. Their stories ignited something deep within young Drew. He wasn't merely interested in the monetary value of antiques, he wanted to know their journeys, who had owned them, where they had been, and what lives they had touched. To him, every scratch and mark was a clue, a piece of an untold story waiting to be discovered. Drew never envisioned himself following a conventional academic path. Instead, he immersed himself in the world of stained glass restoration, a dying craft that required patience, artistry, and an unerring eye. Every day, he worked with fragile glass panels, painstakingly cutting, grinding, and assembling them into intricate designs. It was more than just a trade, it was a lesson in history, craftsmanship, and preservation. Through his work, Drew learned a valuable lesson: restoration was not just about fixing what was broken but about preserving the past. A single crack could either ruin a masterpiece or, if handled skillfully, become part of its unique story. This philosophy shaped the way he viewed antiques. Even the most worn-out relics could be revived with the right vision. But Drew soon realized that repairing the past wasn't enough, he wanted to seek it out for himself. His desire to unearth forgotten treasures led him away from the stained glass workshop and into the unpredictable world of antique dealing. No longer confined to a single craft, he roamed the country, from bustling flea markets to abandoned warehouses, searching for hidden gems. He quickly mastered the art of negotiation, learning how to spot the true value beneath layers of dust and neglect. He understood that appearances could be deceiving, a rickety chair could be a lost masterpiece, and a forgotten oil lamp might have once graced the halls of nobility. Over time, Drew Pritchard became more than just a dealer, he became a storyteller, breathing new life into relics of the past. His reputation grew, and with it, his career flourished. In 2011, Drew's passion found a new platform when he became the star of Salvage Hunters, a reality television show unlike any other. This was not just about buying and selling antiques, it was about adventure, history, and the thrill of discovery. Audiences watched as Drew traveled across the UK, uncovering forgotten treasures and restoring them to their former glory. His deep knowledge, undeniable charisma, and sharp negotiation skills quickly turned the show into a massive success, drawing in millions of viewers. Drew's ability to recognize hidden value set him apart. He could step into a dusty old warehouse, glance over a cluttered collection, and instantly pinpoint the true gems. To the untrained eye, a broken chair, a scratched table, or a rusted chandelier might seem worthless, but to Drew, they were pieces of history waiting to be revived. Yet, his success wasn't solely based on passion, his sharp business acumen played a significant role. Drew's negotiation skills were legendary. Every deal was a game of strategy, a battle of wits between him and seasoned sellers. He knew when to feign hesitation, when to push for a better price, and when to close the deal with confidence. Viewers often found themselves entertained by his quick exchanges with stubborn traders, each trying to outmaneuver the other. One of the show's most memorable moments occurred when Drew stumbled upon an elegant wooden chair in a countryside warehouse. The owner, an antique dealer himself, was firm on his price, £500. With a knowing smile, Drew inspected the chair, flipping it over to examine its craftsmanship. Calmly, he made his counteroffer. "I've been in this business long enough to know that £350 is fair. What do you say?" After a brief pause, the dealer gave a nod of agreement, and just like that, Drew secured another remarkable find. Drew Pritchard's rise to fame was nothing short of extraordinary, but behind the scenes, life was far from perfect. The man who once seemed to have it all, success, fortune, and a loving family, soon found himself embroiled in controversy. A scandal sent shockwaves through his reputation, a broken marriage altered the course of his life, and personal tragedies reshaped his path forever. From being a celebrated treasure hunter to becoming an outcast in his own town, Drew's journey is one of triumph, downfall, and redemption. His love for antiques remains unchanged, but the man behind the legend has lived through a story even more compelling than the artifacts he has spent a lifetime collecting. What lies ahead for Drew Pritchard? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, his passion for history, craftsmanship, and discovery will continue to drive him, no matter where the journey leads. Alongside the painful end of his marriage, Drew Pritchard faced yet another major upheaval in 2017, one that would leave a permanent stain on his public image. When people hear his name today, they don't just think of his expertise in antiques, they also recall the controversy that damaged his reputation. The incident took place in what seemed like an ordinary evening at a pub in Conwy, Wales. Drew, seeking a moment of relaxation, found himself embroiled in a heated confrontation with another man. Though the exact cause of the dispute remains unclear, multiple reports suggest that it stemmed from a long-standing personal conflict. What began as an exchange of words quickly escalated, and in full view of numerous witnesses, the altercation spiraled out of control. News of the incident spread quickly, and before long, Drew Pritchard found himself banned from several pubs in Conwy. For an ordinary person, such a restriction might have been a minor inconvenience. But for a public figure like Drew, it was a significant blow to his image. The media and public began to ask questions. Was Drew truly the refined, knowledgeable expert they had admired, or did he possess a more volatile side that few knew about? The scandal forced Drew to step back from the public eye for a time. He remained silent, avoided interviews, and let the controversy settle. Yet, his silence did little to quell the storm of speculation. Public opinion was deeply divided. Some harshly criticized his actions, deeming them inexcusable for a man of his stature. Others defended him, arguing that a single moment of anger shouldn't define his entire career. Even with the backlash, Drew Pritchard's legacy as an antique expert remained intact. However, the incident served as a reminder that fame comes with scrutiny, and in the modern age, one misstep can quickly overshadow years of success. Whether his reputation has fully recovered or not remains debatable, but one thing is certain, Drew Pritchard's journey has been as dramatic as the artifacts he has spent his life uncovering. Drew Pritchard's life has been a story of remarkable achievements, passionate pursuits, and painful lessons. From a young boy fascinated by antiques to a renowned television personality, his journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Yet, alongside his triumphs came personal struggles, a marriage that ended, a reputation that took a hit, and a life that, despite its outward success, was not without its challenges. Even today, Drew continues to pursue his passion for antiques. He remains an influential figure in the industry, still searching for forgotten treasures and reviving history one piece at a time. But the chapters of his life serve as a reminder that no matter how skilled one may be at restoring the past, some things, once lost, can never be brought back to the way they once were. Drew Pritchard continued to make appearances on Salvage Hunters, but he never addressed or attempted to justify the incident that had tarnished his reputation. Instead, he chose to focus entirely on his passion for antiques and his work in the industry. However, no matter how much he tried to push forward, the public did not easily forget the controversy that unfolded in Conwy. The scandal forced Drew into a temporary retreat from the public eye, yet he remained an integral part of Salvage Hunters. While audience reactions were mixed, with some viewers standing by him and others questioning his character, he did not allow the past to deter him. Quietly, he pressed on, steadily rebuilding both his career and personal life. Though rumors circulated about a potential fresh start and new beginnings, it was undeniable that things were never truly the same again. After navigating through numerous professional and personal challenges, Drew Pritchard never wavered in his devotion to antiques. One of the most defining moments of his post-scandal and post-divorce journey was the reopening of his antique shop in Conwy, North Wales. More than just a marketplace for valuable antiques, the shop became a symbol of his resilience and dedication to the craft of restoration and trading. Within its walls, carefully curated artifacts showcase his deep expertise and refined taste. This space is where history and artistry merge, serving as a tangible testament to his unwavering commitment and ability to rebuild despite past setbacks. Although Drew is no longer as dominant on television as he was during the peak years of Salvage Hunters, his influence in the antiques world remains as strong as ever. While his television presence has diminished, his authority in the field has not. He continues to engage in exclusive projects and collaborations with industry professionals, maintaining his reputation as a knowledgeable and trusted expert. His keen eye for rare finds and his profound understanding of restoration techniques keep him relevant, ensuring his status as one of the most respected figures in the world of antiques. His relentless passion still drives him to travel extensively across the UK and beyond in pursuit of hidden treasures, forgotten artifacts, exquisite furniture, and unique decorative pieces that time has left behind. Following his highly publicized divorce from Rebecca Pritchard, Drew has maintained a notably private stance regarding his personal life. While speculation has arisen regarding a possible remarriage, he has refrained from making any public statements about his current relationship status. This shift in approach marks a stark contrast to his past, where both his professional and personal lives were intertwined and visible to the public eye. His deliberate secrecy suggests a newfound desire to keep his private affairs away from scrutiny. Despite stepping back from the limelight, Drew has not slowed down professionally. One of his most significant recent endeavors was Drew Pritchard, the Collection, an exclusive auction event held on March 5 and 6, 2023. Far more than a typical antique sale, this event marked a milestone in his 3-decade-long career. It drew an array of distinguished attendees, including seasoned collectors, industry experts, and devoted antique enthusiasts, all eager to acquire pieces from Drew's meticulously curated selection. Hosting such a high-profile auction reaffirmed his prominence in the antiques industry, demonstrating not only his ability to source extraordinary items but also his deep appreciation of their historical and artistic value. The overwhelming success of the event proved that, regardless of past controversies, his expertise and credibility remained unshaken. Beyond his well-established role in antique trading, Drew has embarked on an ambitious new project, restoring an 18th-century townhouse in Bath. This restoration effort marks a significant new chapter in his career, allowing him to apply his extensive knowledge of historical architecture and interior design in an innovative and personal way. Known for his signature aesthetic, a fusion of classic elegance and contemporary sensibility, Drew aims to transform the townhouse into a space that perfectly embodies his artistic vision. More than just another business venture, this project is a deeply personal pursuit, a labor of love that encapsulates his lifelong passion for preserving history. The undertaking demands not only technical expertise but also an emotional connection to the past, something Drew has cultivated over the years. His goal is to create a living space that bridges different time periods, harmonizing historical authenticity with modern functionality. Reflecting on Drew Pritchard's journey, it is evident that he is a man who refuses to be defined by past setbacks. He has experienced the highest peaks of success and endured the lowest valleys of personal turmoil, yet his passion for antiques has never faltered. His ability to continually adapt, whether through reopening his shop, hosting prestigious auctions, or tackling ambitious restoration projects, proves that his legacy in the antiques world is far from over. While media attention on his personal life has waned, his professional influence remains strong. His name continues to be associated with unparalleled quality, expert craftsmanship, and a profound appreciation for historical artifacts. For those who admire his work, Drew's journey serves as a testament to the idea that true passion can weather even the most turbulent storms. Despite all the changes in his life, one thing has remained constant: his steadfast devotion to antiques. Whether he is scouring the world for lost treasures, restoring historic properties, or mentoring aspiring collectors, Drew Pritchard continues to leave an indelible mark on the industry. His story is one of perseverance, reinvention, and an unyielding love for history's finest remnants. What are your thoughts on Drew Pritchard's remarkable journey? Share your opinions in the comments below, and don't forget to hit the like button if you found his story inspiring. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to share it with your friends; they might find Drew's story just as fascinating. And if you're eager to explore more compelling stories, click on one of the videos displayed on the screen. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. See you in the next video?